Hey everyone, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. And today I want to tell you about a story where a civilian gun club just defeated the U.S. Army, specifically the U.S. Army base in Fort Devens, Massachusetts. Around 2020, the Fort Devens Rifle and Pistol Club, which is located about 50 miles northwest of Boston, began facing surprising fees at a range that they had long used for free. And I can add veracity to this because my job utilized that exact same range to run qualifications for years. That is until they started charging us fees to use that free range as well. Now, real quick, before I jump into the story, if you're tired of weak, woke-ass coffee that lets you down, wake up to Blackout Coffee, the bold American brew for true patriots. Our small batch roasted masterpieces like 1776 Dark Roast, 2A, or Cinnamon French Toast, they're all crafted from elite beans and shipped fresh to you within 48 hours of us roasting it. We have explosive flavors like blueberry crumble or double dark chocolate, and quite a bit more actually. There's over 34 flavors, but they're all as strong as our love for freedom. So join the revolution and subscribe and save by subscribing to our coffees, or just grab pods or our on-the-run individual premium instant coffee packs for power on the go. Bold taste, zero compromise, and values that fight back. Check us out at blackoutcoffee.com and fuel your freedom today. Don't wait, your bold brews await. Right, back to this story. Suddenly, this club that had been using Fort Devens for years for free was hit with minimum charges of $250 per range visit, allegedly citing personnel and maintenance costs that turned out to not even exist. Again, that happened to us as well. The Fort Devens Rifle and Pistol Club, largely made up of veterans and affiliated with the Civilian Marksmanship Program as well as the NRA, took a stand. Now, they supply their own equipment, they supply their own safety officers, all at no expense to the taxpayers, just like we did. It's also like the Army base was kind of running an illegal profiteering racket. They never really could tell us what they were doing the money or why they started to charge it, but nonetheless, here they were. The legal fight ahead was on a couple different statutes. One that required the Army to open rifle and pistol ranges to civilians when it doesn't interfere with military training, and also to prohibit excessive fees. And the other part mandated logistical support for CMP-affiliated groups just like this club. Now, the Army couldn't even support its fee claims because there was no maintenance and no operational records that were found. Now, in March of 2025, the club actually won the lawsuit. It was a huge victory affirming civilian access rights. But here's the twist. When the club members tried to return for a range day in May of 2025, Fort Devens staff still blocked their access, claiming new arbitrary restrictions. So the club filed for contempt and included serious allegations of deliberate court-ordered defiance. They sought court-ordered enforcement, possibly with the U.S. Marshals. And that would have been great. Imagine showing up to the range with the U.S. Marshals having your back. They wouldn't be carrying the SIG 320 either. And following that, just this past week, several club members returned to the ranges at Fort Devens for the first time in nearly 5 years, and they were let on. However, there were some changes, which the club lawyers fought hard during several legal battles. The club must now pay a whole $16.98 per range outing. That's the club's total cost, not an individual fee. But again, this was free and always had been free. This isn't just about one club. It's hundreds of non-DoD law enforcement agencies still face high-range fees, and taxpayers foot the bill. Now, the case could set a national precedent holding military installations accountable to civilian and law enforcement access laws. Real quick, guys, to wrap this up for you, this very small club just beat the U.S. Army. And the story isn't just inspiring, it underscores tangible rights and accountability. The legal battle still continues, and if you're like me, you're going to be interested in this. And I'll cover it every step of the way. Subscribe to the channel if you want to stay in the know. But I also want to give a huge shout out to my friend, the gun writer Lee Williams, who covered this issue for a long time in great detail. Lee knocked it out of the park. Check him out. He writes great stuff in the Second Amendment world. Big thank you to Blackout again for sponsoring the video. Their brews keep me sharp and on my feet. And if you're like me, you need a boost, check us out. As always, if you enjoyed the breakdown, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. And hit the bell icon so that you stay notified, allegedly, by YouTube of when I put out new information or go live. Guys, stay informed, stay empowered, and above all, stay free. Don't ever stop fighting for our rights. Never be silenced. I'll catch you on the next time. Take care.